You've probably seen meat crust pizza before, but you've never seen anything like this. This, I'm calling the Meat-Zat. Welcome back to Man Kitchen Recipes. We're not just making dinner tonight, we're making a Meat-Zat. That's right, a Meat-Zat. How's that look? Oh my goodness, doesn't that look good? All right, I'm gonna go inside, show you how we put this together, come back out and do a taste. All right, tonight we're making a Meat-Zat. That's right, we're making a meat. Yeah, it's a meat crust pizza, but this is the Man Kitchen way. It's a Meat-Zat. All right, so I'm going to add to my ground beef a little salt, pepper, garlic. I got 1 pound of ground beef here. Got 1 egg, and I'm going to use about half a cup of mozzarella shredded. We're going to get that mixed in, and that's going to help keep our crust bound together. I'm also going to add in some Italian seasoning. Let's just go for about a tablespoon. I'm also going to use some Mexican oregano in here, just a little bit, maybe a half a teaspoon. Let me get some more parchment paper, and we're going to use a rolling pin. Okay, got the parchment paper, got the rolling pin. So I want to roll this out to about, if I can get it thin, maybe about a 1/4 inch. See how thin I got it. Thinner in more spots than I wanted, so we're going to use our fingers. All right, so for this Meat-Zat, I'm going to try, if I can, I'm going to try to stuff this crust with some cheese. I've just got some mozzarella cheese sticks here, so I'm going to see if I can't get these stuffed around. Okay, so I'm taking a string cheese, mozzarella string cheese, and tearing it in half. Okay, looks like I need 1 more. Get it like that. And we'll get some in here. Okay. Now I want to get the meat rolled up over it. Hopefully I can get a good seal. If it leaks, it leaks. It'll just be more cheese for the pizza. I was going to put this on the perforated pan at first, but I thought maybe it'd be easier with the parchment paper. Now I got to see if I can get this onto my pan. I've got a perforated pan here. Wish me luck. Okay, I basically had to rebuild it once I got it onto my pan, but that's okay. This Meat-Zat is going to be delicious. I want it on this perforated so that as the meat cooks in the grease, hopefully it will go ahead and drip down through the perforated holes. If not, we'll just pat it a little bit once it's done, or before we add the topping. So right now I'm going to smoke this at 250 degrees for 30 minutes. I want to get some smoke on here and get this meat cooked up. Then we'll add the toppings, and then we'll give it then we'll blast it with some heat and get it finished. Got my pellet grill heated up to 250 degrees. We're using that smoking pecan pellets. And there's my Meat-Zat crust. We're gonna let this go for 30 minutes at 250 degrees. Then we'll do our toppings. It's been 40 minutes. Look at that. All right, there's my Meat-Zat. Meat-Zat. We're gonna take this in and we're gonna load it up. I'm gonna turn this pellet grill up to high. Let it crank up to about 450. So when we put our toppings in here, they'll melt and be ready. So let's take this in and get our toppings on. All right, what do you think of that meat crust for my Meatzat? That's cheese, actually. I thought it was grease, but that's like cheese melted there. The cheese that I mixed into the meat to help as the binder and the egg. All right, so let's build this. I'm going to put some marinara sauce down. My stuffed crust looks like it's holding up. I got a couple of little holes, but that's okay because you know, there's cheese in the meat. I've got some green chilies, of course, right? I'm going to put some of this green chili down in the sauce. Just to get some more of that green chili flavor. Okay, use up this mozzarella I had there. And yes, of course, you can shred your mozzarella fresh. I know people have a problem with this bagged shredded, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me any. I want to make sure I got lots of cheese on here. Almost looks like a giant cheeseburger. All right, so on top of there, we're going to do some onions. Some diced onions, green chili. I'm going to put some more green chili up here on the top just for the fun of it. Never enough, never enough. Okay, and I love sliced black olives on my pizza. Elizabeth does not, but she's not here. She's with that grandbaby. So we're making a Meatzat, a meat crusted pizza. But if you looked up meat crusted pizza, you may not find my video. So we're naming this the Meatzat. This is a Man Kitchen. Got to do it Man Kitchen style. So we're going to name it Meatzat, and we're loading it up. All right, so we got a cheese stuffed crust, olive, onion, green chili, and pepperoni. This baby's got the works. Okay. And of course, I've got to have extra cheese. So I cranked up the pellet grill to high. It should go up to at least 450. This is going to go in for about 8 to 12 more minutes. Let's see what we got. I'm going to sprinkle some dried basil on here. We got this pellet grill up to 460 degrees. It's time to get this Meatzat into the pellet grill. Look at that. Okay. The meat crust is already cooked. We just need to get that cheese and toppings melted and cooked. I'll be right back. We're going to check it at 8, pull it in 12, 10 to 12. All right, the 8-minute look. Looks pretty good. The cheese needs to melt a little bit more. The pepperoni needs to cook a little bit more. So we're going to give it 2 or 3 more minutes. All right, it has been 11 minutes. We're going to pull this baby. Look at that. Look at that. All right. Get it inside, cut it up. Look at that Meatzat. Oh yeah. Let's cut this open. All right, here we go. The Meatzat. Cheese crust. Cheese stuffed crust. Looks like it's doing all right. Right, what do you think of that? Cheese stuffed in there, a little smoke ring on some of that burger there. We need to take a taste of this. Look at the bottom, looks fantastic. All right. Let's go get a taste. All right, so, that wasn't that hard to put together, was it? Look at that. Meatzat. Yeah, you know, you could be telling somebody about my meat crust pizza, and yet they may go search meat crust pizza and not find it. But if they search Meatzat, they're gonna find this pizza. All right, this is a meat crust, cheese stuffed crust. Got the cheese stuffed in the crust. Let's take a taste. I gotta tell you, that is pretty darn good. Look at the bottom. So good. All right. You want something different to make? You tired of the same old pizza? Try a Meatzat hamburger crust stuffed with cheese, smoked in a pellet grill. Thanks for checking this out. I hope you give this a try, and I hope you have a great day. And of course, I gotta drizzle some hot honey on this Meatzat.